Hey guys, I'm back with another example of a secondary dominant voice leading. Now this one's a little bit more difficult because I didn't give you the bass line to start with. So you have to figure out where that bass note is. So first of all, I'm going to write down the letters underneath the chords that I need to spell. And I'll go ahead and do it for this one chord here, even though it's already spelled. That should be in the key of F, an F, A, C chord. And that looks like I must have done that right, because that's an F, A, C chord. Okay, now I'm going to actually spell this 5 chord first, because it'll be just a little easier. So I'm going by the 5th of the 1 chord. The 5th of the 1 chord is the 5 in the key of F. So that's going to be my root for this 5 chord right here. So that will be then a C, E, G chord. And that one's diatonic to the key of F, so I don't have to put any accidentals in there. So now I'm going to use the 5th of that chord to find out the root of this chord. Okay, so the root of my 5 of 5 is the 5th of the 5 chord, because it's functioning in the key of the 5, which is the C. So the root of the 5 of 5 is the G, and it'll have a B and a D. Okay, now as we know, secondary function chords do not work in the original key. So in this key signature, something's going to be different for this second chord here. So the second chord functioning in the key of C does not have a B flat. That means I need to put an accidental on my B. It'll be a B natural. Okay, so that's how I spell the chords. Now it's just a matter of voice leading them with smooth voice leading using all of our rules. Anytime you're going from a 1 to a 5 of 5, you're not going to see any common tones. So let's figure out our bass note here. These are all in root position. So I'm going to go F, G, C. That's probably actually a half note. And then we find our closest notes. Since I'm stepping up with the bass, I want to come down with all the other voices, the same as the last example I just showed you. So this one's going to be my B natural in the tenor. Coming down to a G here in the alto, and coming down to the D in the soprano. And then my next chord, any common tones there? Yes, the G in the alto can stay the same. Whoops, that's a half note. Then I need my new leading tone of this key. Okay, leading tone right now is going to be that B natural, because we're functioning in the key of 5. I want you to realize that this 5 right here, this 5 chord that we're going to, the 5 of the original key, is this 5 right here. So that means this is the 5 of C, which is equal to that 5. Now that makes a lot of a mess on our screen here, but I just want you to see that we're functioning right now in the key of C, which is 5 of the key of F. Okay, so as we do our voice leading, that B natural is the leading tone, needs to go to C. Keep that in the tenor part. And then I need an E, so put my soprano on the E. And that's our voice leading. Any parallel motion here? It looks like there's some between the alto and the tenor right there. So a C to an A is a sixth, parallel sixths are okay. And I've got this parallel motion between the tenor and the soprano, which is a G, no, a B to a D, that's a third. Parallel thirds are also accepted. So that's how you do that. Just another example for you to help you understand that this week.